Welcome. In front of me is the MIBRO Lite 3 Pro, and today I'll be going over unboxing along with a quick look at the smartwatch itself and just give you my general opinions along with checking out the specifications for this. So let's just get straight into this first so we can take it out of the box and see how it actually feels in hand. Yeah, man. There we go. Okay. Just kind of went flying. Come on. Are you kidding me? What a shitty box. Holy hell. Okay, the unboxing could be much better. Holy hell, that was annoying. Okay, now popping it open. This box is just fine. Here, MIBRO, just a little bit of a tip. Fine box, put a sticker to seal it, and you're good to go. Cut that sticker, and it nicely opens up, and you don't have much of a problem then. And you get to waste less paper. Now, anyway, in here we get our little, probably manual, I assume. Just instructions, stuff like that, so just throw that anywhere. Then we get the watch. Just pop it out, there we go. And below that, you get additional strap and there we go. And that's everything we get. So let's take a look at first the strap. Actually, let me rephrase that. Let's boot up the device. Come on, any button? There we go. So this is actually a nice addition as they give you a black silicone strap along with this one, which looks like leather. I think this is actually genuine leather. I could be wrong. It's not really labeled if it is or not. Looks like it. Doesn't really smell like leather. Let's see, does it actually say right here if it is? On the offer. No. Okay, I don't see any kind of info if this is or isn't leather strap. But in any case, get one that at least looks like one and doesn't seem to be that bad. And then you get a silicone one with pretty kind of strong design actually. One thing that I always find is this this design, the loop right here. This is basically where everything is holding on these 2 points, and some of them are kind of crappy and very stretchy. This one is fine. So apart from these straps, we get the proprietary cable by the looks of it for charging, magnetic one, so that's pretty good. And this obviously just for moisture, so I can throw that out. Now, in terms of the actual watch itself, I have to say, for what it offers, it's actually not that bad of a offering. Now, in general, for the price that this is, it's not a bad offering. So, what I think this probably would be the closest to, as a comparison, will be some of the Xiaomi Mi Bands that they have. These smart bands are very inexpensive, coming at like what is it, like $50 or so, give or take, and they do offer a very solid experience for how much they cost. And that being said, this is about the same price. This comes at 250 PLN, which is about $70, something like that. So it is very close to a Mi Band. And it also offers pretty decent options right here. So scrolling down to information, we have a 64 megabytes of RAM. Well, we're not starting to grade with the memory right here. And half a gigabyte, yes, gigabyte, of actual memory in here. Though this isn't running Android, right? Yep, it's not running Android, so this shouldn't really matter that much, just because it's not like you're going to be downloading additional applications on here. So you don't need really that much storage on here. Now it is obviously working with Android, as you do need to pair it with application, and it doesn't really say that it works with Apple, so it might mean that you're only limited to Android right here. It connects using Bluetooth 5.3, so that's also nice. And we have 1.3-inch AMOLED display with a resolution of 466 by 466 with a whopping 1000 nits of brightness and a pixel density of 353 pixels per inch. So display right here is solid. It's better than I would have expected for the price, to be completely honest. Other than that, you have basically all kinds of sport modes and whatever you would expect from a, like I said, the most similar thing, the Xiaomi Smart Band. Now, this is probably what will be the best thing to compare it to, Smart Band. So if you expect something like Smart Band, this is in a different form factor. It obviously kind of falls off when it comes down to comparing it to something like an actual smartwatch. So this one is the Samsung one. This one has access to Play Store and obviously a bit more versatility with additional applications and all that stuff. But if you're looking for something that will last you long, as this thing right here lasts me a day, maybe a little bit longer, but that's like, you know, I need to charge it on it every day. This, on the other hand side, should have much better battery life, and it's advertised that the battery lasts 15 days for when using it just normally. And it also has this basically battery saver, power saving mode, or whatever you want to call it. And in that mode, yeah, you get 50 days. So this watch, if I completely turn it off and charge it fully, I don't think it's going to last 50 days, even when it's off. It's a Google crap, so it's going to still try to gather data even when it's supposed to be turned off. So because of that, the battery will drain itself while not even being on. This, on the other hand side, you turn on power saving mode and it lasts ages. Like 50 days is insane. And normal usage, 15 days is still pretty damn good. I do also want to point out, when it comes down to comparing it to something like the Xiaomi bands, depending on the version of the Xiaomi band, you do have sometimes better battery life on those than you can see right here. But for instance, my experience was like up to a month with some bands, though those were like the initial ones with like non-color displays and so on. Here you get an AMOLED display and a pretty big one, looking really nice. So not necessarily the best kind of comparison, but still 15 days is more than any electronic lasts while running permanently for that time. So this is really good battery life, assuming it actually lasts that long. So there we go. One more thing that I want to add is we have typical watch straps at the back, so you can replace them and use different ones. And these, what is it, 20? Okay, this is I think 22 millimeters width. If I remember correctly, the Galaxy Watch 7 has 20 millimeter, and this is wider. If you can just see it, kind of just come on. Of course, it had to clip. There we go. So just to kind of put it side by side, bring some more light, considering this camera is kind of crappy. You can see that it goes way outside. So this is a bit bigger than what the Galaxy Watch has, but it's still standard strap, so you can find different ones anywhere you want. You can just buy them anywhere. Probably one of the best places you can find any kind of straps will be things like AliExpress and so on. Let's just see if I can put that on there. Oh, there we go. And the strap that actually comes pre-included has little notches right here, so you can easily take it off. And same thing goes for the silicone ones. So there we go. For, what is it, 70 bucks, something like that. It's a great watch. It's inexpensive. It has a very good battery life, big, bright, colorful, vibrant display. And like I said, the downside is it's going to be primarily a workout kind of watch, though if I remember correctly, if I've seen it somewhere, Or was it? It does have GPS, right? Yeah, it does have GPS. So that's one thing that it's got going for it, which I actually didn't mention before, over something like the Smart Band, which is very surprising considering the price of this. This is like absolutely insanely cheap, and it even comes with the GPS. Now, it won't be dual band or anything like that, and it might sometimes suffer on accuracy, but the fact that it comes with it is already, I would say, like above the Xiaomi bands. One more thing that I want to check, which because I didn't look for it. Oops, let me just quickly do. Okay, one more thing that it doesn't have, which kind of comparing it to the Smart Bands, it doesn't have NFC. Now, Xiaomi bands do have NFC, but they don't allow you to pay with them. This doesn't even have NFC, which, to be completely honest, if you have a Smart Band with it, but you can't use it, it doesn't really matter. But I do want to add that there is no NFC here. So anyway, with that being said, hopefully you found this very helpful. And if you did, don't forget to hit like, subscribe, and thanks for watching.